If you happen to be a doll collector, you have to watch the next video so I can make some money. I mean, so you can see what consequences are awaiting you in case you still are unaware of what could be one of the worst hobbies to ever exist. Because collecting dolls often results in some strange and unwanted outcomes. But what if we are talking about someone who collects haunted dolls? Then this will eventually turn into some evil outcomes. Abby, a lady who loves collecting haunted dolls and dolls in general, she usually posts about such items on her account. But how does she collect these dolls? Well, obviously, she doesn't steal them in case you had that concerning you, but she would rather collect them from gifts her friends and relatives give her, or she just straight up purchases them. But one day, she received an unwanted gift. It was a doll nonetheless, but not presented in a pleasant way. She found the doll on her doorstep. Later, she discovered some scary hidden secrets about this doll. This doll, later named Abigail, contains unsettling elements: bones tied with red string, a small animal skull, and a note with Abby's full name. But that's not what you should be concerned about. Another doll she found hanging on the tree. She took it home and combined both dolls and saw how this mix results in such terrible consequences. She later began noticing some strange activities in her house. Activities she thought might be out of delusion, sounds she thought might be from the neighbor's house, but realized soon after it was all real, and the sounds were coming from within the house of hers. She began seeing objects out of their place and hearing footsteps on her staircase right in front of her. Weird and creepy sounds from the basement, almost sounds like someone screaming. But the weirdest and most unsettling activity she caught was a dark man wearing a hat appearing on her home's outdoor camera.
I found this doll hanging from my tree. So creepy. I have no idea who left her here. I found this doll hanging from my tree. Somebody left her for me, but I have no idea who. I've been hearing child's laughter and banging noises since I brought her in.
You guys, I swear this keeps happening. Do you hear that? There's nothing under. And I think if you hear it, this is exactly what I'm talking about. See, there's nothing out of place over here. There's nobody down here. I'm home alone. Like, there's nothing that should be making that noise. Nothing. I have no idea. This keeps happening. I'll hear this every now and again. But I do not want to be down here right now. I do not want to be down here. I just wanted to show you guys. I keep hearing somebody walk up and down my stairs, but there is obviously nobody there. There's nothing there. And it keeps coming up and down, up and down. One of you guys brought up that this entity or person looks like Hatman. And up until this point, I've never heard of Hatman before, but this really fits his profile. It says he wears all black in a fedora, and he will just stand there and stare at you, which is exactly what he did in this video. Here are some images of him, and it looks so spot on to what I caught on camera just the other day, with the hat and the all black and everything. What do you guys think? Guys, I'm hearing it again, but from downstairs this time. Nope.
This man in a hat looks absolutely cool to me. Not in a way that he is a cool dude, no, but his costume is really appealing to me. Other than his outfit, he is totally freaky. A dude, and let's call him John. John works at some subways that look more abandoned than the word can convey. I don't know what his exact job title is, but let's say he is a security guard for the sake of this story. As the video starts and he goes all into the ladders to go down to the subway like one of these main characters in adventure movies, I thought that he had sold his balls the week before and that he has no nerve to be bothered by a supernatural event. I looked at him and said, I feel safe between the arms of this young fella. But the moment he heard some noise, like a steel board slipping to the floor, John turned into a professional runner and ran as fast as he could, as if he had never worked here. So I said, let's give him another shot. I mean, another chance. So the second time he went down, John turned into Scooby-Doo, and he made some weird noises that made me feel sorry for him. But why though? Why did he turn into Scooby-Doo and not Shaggy? Or why did he run the second time? At first, the water bottle in front of him moved ever so slightly. And yes, John ran like a duck, but he had to come back. And this time around, he heard some growling, which sounds like a hungry dog who hasn't seen food in a week. When using the security cameras, which show one of the offices, we can see a chair rotating around. That one was lame. But one clip from this collection you will immediately recognize, cause I don't think there is a single human being, dead or alive, who hasn't come across this specific clip. When John gets called out by his fellow worker, he hears some noise from that same dog that I talked about earlier.
Been a while since I put something up, so I thought I'd take a little trip down. Feels a little bit ominous tonight. Fuck is that? Fuck's sake. How's that feeling? Spirit box or anything else with me tonight. Had workers down here all week. I know for a fact there's no one down here now. Feels weird as down here tonight. Like proper weird. You know. No. Who's in here? Oh. That's enough for me. you want me to go or stay? Go. Crazy. What the actual is that? What is it? Look at it. See-through. There's into the chair there. No way. Real time. Right. I wasn't going to, but I am now. You know, this scares me. Oh my god. As soon as you get your feet on these ladders, it's like there's something pushing you back up already. Boiler room. Sorry for the language, but oh god, isn't it a nice place? Grim. There's been a time where I was coming down here and I got to this point here and I heard like, I thought you'd be meeting me down here. I go like that and there's nothing. That! Not having it, Mark. Oh no.
Hey?
Go see what it is.
That's weird.
Can we go over and have a look? See if we can...
It's okay. It's tied up.
We're not left there. Don't know what it is.
I do, yeah.
Just lift it up, I'll go under. I ain't scared again, dirty. See me, mate, it stopped. Do you not hear it stop?
Stop, yeah. Come on, Bob. Get out. I'm going because we've got to do tricks anyway.
If this guy is genuinely working there as a security guard, I can't wrap my head around how he survives the nights. I mean, on camera, he's barely holding it together, sprinting like his life depends on it. Imagine how much worse it must be when the cameras aren't rolling. Does he even sleep, or does he just exist in a constant state of panic? I wouldn't be over-exaggerating when I say I was irritated while watching the next clip for the first time, as I wasn't very relaxed while seeing some college students flexing their muscles right in front of me, even though I know they were trying to impress some girls who were watching their live stream. But still, I'm not here to watch these kinds of videos. I was embarrassed and might have done something wrong that day, but I kept my composure and was waiting for the moment when the video takes the turn we are all here for, the turn where these guys would taste fear and see what it feels like. So what happened? Before I tell you, you should know that these students were live streaming from their apartment late Saturday night at Timur Rakatya, a housing complex in Kuala Dungan, Malaysia. And now that you know where they live, you're free to take action. As they were enjoying the moments, a loud bang came from outside that shut their lights off. And I'm not talking about their house lights, I'm referring to the smile that was on their faces. Even though we are going to talk about the lights later, they decided to see what's going on and who could be causing such noise at this time of the day. They took the camera to make sure they captured any weird or terrifying outcome that may occur. Upon investigation, they couldn't find a trace of any intruder. They checked every room. The toilet, which was disgusting, had no traces on either. So before they knew it, one of the lights that should have been turned on was off all of a sudden. They had to go back to see what's going on, only to be baffled by something creepy standing in the dark corner of a room like a mummy.
Dah bodoh dah tengok pun nak tunjuk. Tahu tak main rumah? Dah baik lah. Apa-apa.
Mana ada orang bodoh lah pagi-pagi. Kurang
Ada orang. Mahu kau tak?
gugup.
Oh, main pitu, main pagi. Main pitu, main kita tengok, Buka apa, Pi? Buka apa, Pi? Nak gugup babi. Buka apa? Tak apa. Pitu ni bunyi ni dulu. Ha? Oh, sana buka ni. Kenapa? Kau itu ni, Syed.
Dia dah masuk ni.
Cukup.
Ada masuk.
Kau itu ni udah. Kau.
Ini molek dah dengan lai. Akang. Mana tahu. Nampak muka curi boleh akam tunjuk tu dia.
Dapur tu. Tak benda dah.
Dapur ya, dapur. Apa ni sebelum orang cakap dapur dia tu?
Kenapa?
Dia cakap dapur.
Hah?
Dia cakap dapur.
Cakap molek bi. Kau ada orang di molek. Ada tak?
Dapur bimbang ni. Bau busuk tu bakar.
Musik. Dapur apa?
Ke bau tiap mulut. Itu orang.
Dah. Takut orang.
Tidur. Siapa orang masuk? Apa bunyi ni?
Duduk luar.
Buka laku.
Lapor luar masak ah.
Aku?
Lapor luar masak.
Pulak. Tak nyala pulak. Tak, aku ada flash.
Kau play apa mah? Kau play.
Ini kita datang dia celung.
Kenapa?
Ni lolok ni. Ni tu bilik aku ni.
Bilik mak dia.
Kau bukan tutup dapur.
Itu lah.
Ya.
Ada benda ni bi?
Ada.
Ada. Macam ni bi? Macam ada orang tu. Allah, lampu pula tutup. Ya babi tu. Bodoh. Tinggal aku pun bodoh. Macam babi tinggal aku.
Dia bodoh.
Lampu tutup pula.
Luar ketang, luar gila, luar ketang. Kenapa ni bodoh?
Bimbang.
Pia. Tak pasal pipi. Tapi ya.
Ya. Dok orang tu. Dok sini gelak dia. Allah Akbar. Bodoh ah. Ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Bodoh. Babi gua ya Allah. Allahu Akbar.
I'm not sure why, but the final moment when they bolted didn't sit right with me. It felt like they didn't give it their all, like the cameraman could have at least let out a louder scream or something. And honestly, what kind of apartment looks like an internet cafe? That threw me off more than the paranormal activity. I had no fun watching the next clip, honestly, not because it was boring or anything. In fact, the video isn't even long, and you could probably watch it in the 2-minute break they tell you to take at work. But what annoyed me the most is these people recording the video. They really sound like some annoying teens, even though I'm not so sure what age they are. But the way they kept effing one after another just made it harder to watch. They were outside. I don't know if it was their house or they walked by it, or if they had to stop on their way driving to capture the event. But regardless, they noticed from the attic's window of the house something really strange and really creepy at the same time. What appears to be a shadowy figure passing by the window really fast, left and right, until it finally stopped at the end and blocked the window view.
What was that? Now it's not doing it.
Once points it out. And once I get out the camera. And then you can see the light.
Oh my god, what is
What
that?
No, that's too fast to be a
That's not
person.
an
And that's an
entire
entire room up there.
Now
And that's taller than the actual roof.
And it's not a shape of a person either. What the? Bro, what the is that?
And it could be part of the fan, but it would be going the
Yeah.
same amount of time. It's different times each time.
There's different durations. No.
The fact that I saw that in the corner of my eye, that's actually creepy.
I thought you were just
No,
playing with me.
no.
What the? Seriously, what is that?
Stay.
Nah, I'm good.
Honestly, I would really love to witness something like this right in front of me. It would be such a creepy experience, but also an exciting one. Not going to record it though. I have already seen tons of these things on videos. I don't want to ruin the experience. Let's get to Marty, a name I feel like I have never mentioned on my channel before, thanks to my small vocabulary name book. But here he is, possibly the first Marty on the channel. So what's the deal with this young man? And how did you know he was young? He could be on the verge of taking his last breath. But your assumptions are correct here. He is young and excited for all the danger awaiting him in this life. Really? Like what, for example? Like the danger lurking inside his apartment, and he has no idea what it's like. What kind of danger are we talking about here? A paranormal one. Correct. You are making progress as this list goes through. And for that, I will end your pain quickly and get into the bottom line of this story. As he was once living his daily morning life, I guess, his door started knocking all of a sudden. So what's so weird about that? It actually happened multiple times during the week. That's still not enough. It could just be some annoying kid playing a prank on him, or maybe a new introvert employed delivery guy who was too shy to be seen. He hid somewhere or ran so fast he wasn't seen. Now you're going backwards with these assumptions. Marty opened the door to find no one, to convince you more that it's all paranormal. Once he had some stuff on top of the drawer closet, and when he left the room for less than a minute, he heard the sound of it getting messed up, and his kitchen chair was moved slightly in front of him. If that wasn't scary enough, have you ever heard of a pranking kid who invades the house to knock on the bedroom door and mess up the electricity? That kid must be a sorcerer of some sort.
Bueno, ya estoy ordenando aquí la ropa porque ya como me tengo que ir y desocupar todo lo que es el departamento. Tengo que obviamente sacar todas las cosas y todo eso. Aquí estamos. Porque igual ya no puedo hacer nada, pero estaba ordenando y de nuevo se cayeron cosas. Ya obviamente se vuelve como un poquito normal, entre comillas. Pero no voy a negar que me da un poquito de miedo. Y obviamente tengo que desocupar acá. Y corta el huevo, weón. Ustedes escucharon ahí. Y acabo de salir de acá y no, ya estaba todo en su lugar. Ya no sé qué hacer porque tengo que guardar todas las cosas, los platos. Igual ya tengo un poco más desocupado acá. Me falta sacar las bicicletas, que es lo más callo. Pero bueno, ¿qué le vamos a hacer? Ya, coche su madre, weón. Conche su madre, weón. Estaba viendo una película, weón, y como que, weón, estaban golpeando la puerta, te lo juro. Y no, conche tu madre. No, weón. Conche tu madre. Conche su madre, weón. Ay, weón. A mí no me dan tanto miedo estas weas, pero es que estoy solo, weón, de verdad. Otras veces he estado acompañado, no sé, o con mi mamá, no sé, pero ahora yo vivo solo y esta wea está conche tu madre. No. Ya, pues, weón. Ay, conche su madre, ya. Uy, weón, me asusté con el reflejo, conche su madre. Nada ahí. Oh, weón, sí. No hay nadie, weón, este closet no. Oh, conche su madre. Uy. Se cayó esa weá, weón. Estoy yo nomás, weón, será. No sé qué más decirles, qué más hacer, ya les mostré. Ni siquiera quería subir esto, pero creo que grabando igual como que me siento un poquito más acompañado porque ustedes saben, uno no... Ah. No pesquemos, no pesquemos, pero conchizo, man. Es que es imposible no pescar, weón, si está... No hay nadie acá. Tampoco. Este es el departamento. Miren, de nuevo se está sintiendo ahí, pueden escuchar la puerta que están tocando de nuevo. Y... Mira, ¿te pueden escuchar? Sí. Sí, yo pienso que puede ser algún vecino que está hablando, pero ni cagando.
I can't say for sure if these videos are real, but I do want to point something out. Just when I thought the whole door knocking paranormal activity had run its course and fallen off as a TikTok trend, here it is, still kicking and very much alive. When you live in an area or a neighborhood with a bad reputation, and you were already aware of this information and facts before you had your hands on the place, then you should already be expecting the worst, because the quote says, if you weren't aware of it, then that's a problem, but if you were already aware of it, then that's an even bigger problem. Basically, we have a house, and the lady who lives in it has reported several creepy paranormal incidents she personally has encountered. The house with a history of tragic passings and supernatural occurrences. Crystal, the current resident, has been experiencing some creepy phenomena, such as being physically pulled from her bed, waking up with bruises, and hearing disembodied voices. Her late husband, Chad, is believed to still be present, attempting to protect her from a darker entity. That's some info about the house itself, but we are still not done yet, because we have to bring up some facts about the area where the house itself is, as it also plays an important role in the story of these creepy activities. The neighborhood is described as troubled, which is believed to contribute to the dark energy in the area. Several previous occupants of the house passed away suddenly, including a woman named Angie and Crystal's husband. Now, with that out of the way, let's see how the Paranormal Nightmare TV team was doing during their investigation and what they had to go through. They used several ghost detecting devices, and they had some cold responses, which can only be described as very responsive to the paranormal activity that took place right around them, as they had some EVPs that linked perfectly with some of the sounds they heard, such as the knocks and the heavy footsteps coming from the second floor. At one point, as one of them was sitting in the kitchen, he heard knocks on the door that leads outside. He took a peek from the window to see who was behind it, but there was no trace of any creature.
Now, Sullivan Avenue is right outside here. Did you hear that? Was that you? Sound like someone goes, uh-huh. If you're upstairs, can you set that alarm off again for me?
Do you know what room Angie died in?
I think it was the one.
The back right, I think.
Crystal.
Whoa. Did you just hear that? That was that same voice. The back right, I think.
Crystal.
Whoa. Angie, are you up here? Chad, are you here with us? Angie, if you're in that room, set that alarm off.
Are you upset with Crystal for some reason? Two knocks. Did whatever's inside this house, did you have anything to do with Angie's heart attack or Chad's heart attack? Just feel like something touched my ear. Did you just touch me? All the alarms are going off upstairs, but down here feels the heaviest.
Weird, even like when you come into this room, it's like you start to get the feeling, but when you go into that room, you get a deeper feeling, like a darker. Did you die outside this house?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Let me throw that epic box upstairs, because it literally has not said anything. I'm gonna go back downstairs. Oh.
No, what?
No.
I think that's twice now. It said yes, they've done.
Josh,
What?
Go look.
I think somebody's at the front door. I just heard the door move. Holy. Somebody's at the door. You heard that too, didn't you?
Was that door locked?
Yeah.
Because I said, is that door locked? And the thing said yes. Right there.
That was loud.
I hear you walking. You know, if you have a message, you can talk to us too. Are you a lost soul?
We're here to help you. Do you want me in one of the bedrooms?
Filthy.
Then come.
Sin.
Sin. Where'd you die?
Burn her. Real.
Burn her. Burn hell.
Scream.
Piccolo. That is the first time the Piccolos went off tonight, and it's down there by Crystal's bed. Piccolo's right here, guys.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, right here's where Chad passed away.
Hiding.
Well, come out here.
I need you to talk to me. Can you hear me?
This is here.
This is her. To your right. And I heard that to the right.
Angie, are you still in here? Oh, what the was that? Oh, what? Oh, what the was that? Angie, was that you? Do you not like me talking about Angie?
Next to me.
Next to me.
Is there something in the kitchen?
Down there.
Down there. Okay, I'll go to the kitchen.
He's not here.
Where is he at? Who's knocking on the door?
Touch.
Is somebody trying to get in the house? Is that you?
Okay, there's nobody out there. Holy.
Is this like a gateway? What the? Is that you?
What the was that?
The man that I heard upstairs. Can I hear you again?
Cross. I want to stay.
Well, you can't stay. The cross is where you need to go.
Confusion.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Is that you? That was creepy.
Crystal also mentioned something that might be linked directly to the paranormal activities. She believes the house harbors a demon that traps souls. Now that's what I call some ridiculous nonsense, and I'm not talking about Crystal's beliefs. I was on a phone call, and he said something stupid. Sorry for the misinterpretation. The next couple, and don't get too excited, they are a male couple, but I see you there with a bit of disappointment on your face. They are a couple of friends. What I'm trying to convey is that the next two guys are paranormal investigators, whom hasn't been featured on this channel before, so congratulations to all of us. The main dude is named Soroush. It's kind of a new name to me. But that's not even the strangest thing. No, when I heard them speaking, I was so confused. Are they from India or from Kurdistan? But they use Arabic, and it turns out they speak Persian. Regardless of what they are saying, we are here for what activity they are conducting. They are in some unknown place in the wild, in an abandoned house. If these remains even belong to a house in the first place, they decided to use the Ouija board with a special skin to summon the evil as they describe it. But back to the point of an Ouija board with special skin. What does that even mean? Well, we should all be familiar with the original design of the Ouija board. There are many versions of it out there with many special designs, and they are using one of these, with a satanic-looking goat head painted on it. That board is demanding the evil within to come out. At first, the session was going just as planned, but then there seemed to be a force pushing the hand of Soroush harder, and they left the board alone. The planchette began to surf around on its own. If I'm not mistaken, Bala means evil. I'll take it back, it means yes. There were a couple of responses from the EMF detector saying yes, a bang on the camera stand, and a tree branch swinging aggressively, even though there was no wind strong enough to even shake it slightly. At one point, Kevin, the other investigator, was pushed from the back by what looked like a dark floating mist. A similar apparition, but the size of a mouse, occurred later in the video.
ازت میخوام که ما ارتباط بگیری. میخوای با همون صحبت بکنی؟
سروش داداش بذار روی چشم.
رو چشم؟
رو چشم. فقط رو چشم باش. ازت میخوام این رو تکون بدی و به ما بگی که آیا میتونی با ما ارتباط برقرار کنی؟
با ما ارتباط میگیری؟
خب بس 7 عدد داداش یا خدا یا
سقف داره میریزه.
سقفو چیکار کرده داداش؟
سقف داره میریزه.
ببین این خیلی رفت رو 4
4
74 واو داداش چیکار نمی‌کنی؟ خوبی؟
درست نمیره.
سروش واسه دست برده حالی قفل کرده دست تو. چیکار میکنی سروش؟ برو روی بله. اگه اونجا داشت تکون داره میخوره سروش، به خدا داره تکون میخوره. اگه اونجایی بله رو بگو. کجا داری میری؟ من دارم میبینم. روی بله برو. بازی داری میکنی با تخته. صدا وصله اون نگه داشتی دیاره؟ دستت همونطوری بذار روش باشه.
داره میگیره.
همونطوری دستت بذار روش باشه. میبینی؟ سروش دقیقاً رفته روی بله.
اسم تو بهم میگی؟
سروش هنوز داره تکون میخوره. اسم تو الان داری میگی؟ کامل اسم تو به من بگو. صدا میره اونجا؟ دستگاه رو نگه دار بسن.
روشن ببیسی.
موجود ماورایی که اینجایی. اسم تو کامل به ما میگی؟ سروش داره تکون میخوره ولی ضعیف دارم میبینم. هم داره تکون میخوره. اگه جن جادو هستی روی بله برو. داره بازی میکنه. سروش باش نگاه. رفت وسط. میبینی؟ زار. دقیقاً گفت زار.
قشنگ اسم. مگه جن زار داری؟
داداش یا خدا یا خدا. از اینجا صدا اومد. سروش ما موجود ماورای زار هم داریم، جن زار هم داریم، هر دوتاش هم هست. ولی مطمئن این جن زاره داداش.
میخوام بدونم که تو این دوربین خاموش کردی؟ بله این دوربین خاموش کرده.
سروش موجود ماورایی که اینجایی این تخت ویجی برد و سروش.
بله
داداش تو این اتاقه. داداش تو این اتاق هنوز.
ازت میخوام.
چرا قوه رو
آی چی شد؟ کی با؟ ازت میخوام.
چرا قوه رو
آی چی؟
ازت میخوام. چرا قوه
چی شد؟ کی با؟ چی شد؟
حاجی رفتم چرا قوه رو از کیفت برداشتم. اینا این کیفت.
خب گفت نه.
همون لحظه گفت یه صدا اونجا آمد. داداش اینجا
داره در دیوار رو میکوبه کیوان.
داداش این وسیله ها داره میریزه پایین.
اینجا یه چیزی افتاده.
سروش به جان مادر
داره بازیمون میده. این داره بازیمون میده.
داداش
قشنگ
سیاهی توی اتاقا داره جا به جا میشه. داداش بیا سکوت کنیم. بیا اینجا کنار هم باشیم. ازش بپرس شما چند کنید؟ چی بودی؟ یه چیزی رفت از اینجا سروش. یه چیزی از اینجا رفت.
قشنگ بود. چشم دیدمش.
من اینجا گرفتمش داداش. یه چیزی از اینجا رفت. یا خدا.
وای بکنن.
داداش درخت تکون می‌خوره. نگاه.
درخت رو ببین. بادمی چیزی نیست.
Nothing too crazy here, but also not exactly lacking in poltergeist action. Honestly, this video sits on the fence. It's got just enough paranormal activity to keep people talking, but those shadow apparitions felt a little sketchy. I feel like a widow unsure of what to do with her life after her husband's passing. Indecisive, to say the least. A long time ago, I featured a man who lives in a haunted house. He used to deal with a lot of paranormal activity, but what was particularly eye-catching and breathtaking about his case was the clear apparitions. Yes, fellas, he is back, and he wants his revenge. Maury, as I would like to call him, is a family man who has one kid and a dog. He usually likes to spend some time with his family and play with his little son, but unfortunately, sometimes things go south. In other words, things don't play out as he wishes. As of one night, he woke up, and I think it was around 3:15 a.m. He woke up because he heard noises. When he just opened his eyes, he noticed that the curtain was moving as if there was constant wind blowing it off. But there was no wind, so it was quite strange and creepy to see such a thing. It took Maury some time before he stood up to check on the house. Little did he know that it would be like living a nightmare if he went on a short investigation. He opened the curtain and realized there is nothing strange. But the feeling didn't last long, as a dark figure was spotted lurking at him. He followed him, but he vanished until he found him behind the door from the glass reflecting. He rushed to catch him, but this time he disappeared completely. This scary phenomenon repeated when he was playing with his son when he noticed a shadow figure from behind the door. Maury thought the sounds might also be caused by the dog, but eventually the dog was innocent. These ghosts are playing tricks on this poor guy.
Todo había estado tranquilo.
Otra vez no. Miren lo que está pasando. Ya no había pasado nada. Estoy jugando con mi hijo. Estamos viendo caricaturas. Miren. Mi esposa está en el baño. Vamos a ver. No hay nada.
¿Qué carajo es eso?
¿Qué es eso? No mames. Maldita sea, vamos a prender el flash. Ahí espera, hijo. ¿Qué fue eso? No hay nadie en la cocina. Oh, mierda. ¿Qué?
Ahora sí me dio miedo.
¿Qué es eso? A ver. ¿Qué carajo? Mames. Quédate, hijo, quédate. No mames. Amor. ¿Qué onda, banda? Son las... Estoy grabando este video porque nos despertaban unos golpes en la puerta, como si estuvieran tocando. Pensamos que era el perro, pero ya son muchos y repetidas. Vamos a ver qué. ¿Qué pedo? No, esto sí no. La madre. Esta puerta está cerrada. Hey Google, ¿qué hora es?
Son las 3:10 de la mañana.
It might not be a shadow figure after all, since it doesn't seem very translucent. But I wonder, how can someone with a little son tolerate such activity when he knows that it might affect his son? Have you ever heard of a knockoff of Disneyland? Well, even if you haven't, I'm pretty sure you can make something out of this question when it comes to its location. As we all know, China is the country where you can find copycat versions of everything. Reino Mexico is a cheap copy of Disneyland that was built somewhere in Mexico back in 1988. But what about China? Yeah, what about her? Do you still think you have a chance with her? If you don't confess your love to that girl, she will slip into the heart of some other dude. Oh wait, you mean the country. This land wasn't built there, unfortunately. Now let's keep moving. After realizing that it was a terrible idea to build such a place to be a version 2 of one of the most famous places on Earth, and after some accidents here and there that caused the lives of many children, they decided to abandon the place for good. This was the best statement they have made regarding this land, if you can even call it a land. Based on what I saw, my house's backyard has more space than this land, and I don't even really have a backyard. How frightening. I was at first sold on the idea that this place was abandoned due to the accidents that took place there, but after looking at the designs of the statues they had there, which were supposed to represent some fantasy kids' characters, I realized that they should have abandoned the place even before officially opening it. This park was built to be closed later, to become one more creepy place on this earth. Anyways, after the paranormal rumors that surrounded the park, 2 very brave investigators decided to go all in to see what they could capture, only to be surprised by one of the prince's statues walking on its own.
Tengo una lamparota super expandex. Ah, bueno, tú tienes tu luz azul. ¿Qué?
Güey, ese es el velador de...
Es el velador, ¿no? Ah, velador. ¡Ey! Velador.
Aguanta, espérate, ey. Shh, no te muevas. No mames, no te muevas ahí. Güey.
¿Velador?
Ese no es el velador, güey.
Güey, no es el velador.
Sí, no.
Yo también pensaba que era el velador.
No, aguanta. Deja que mi cámara enfoque bien, Deja que mi cámara enfoque bien, güey. Eso no es el velador. No digas perras mamadas, güey. Perdón. ¡Ey! Se me cayó algo, güey. ¿Qué se me cayó? A la verga. Sentí que se me cayó mi cartera, pero no. ¡Hola! No digas cosas. No. Güey, ¿fue aquí? No digas mamadas, güey. Buenas, velador. No mames. Esta madre no pudo haber salido, está con reja. Está con reja, güey. No digas mamadas, güey. No digas mamadas, Joe. Miren. No digas mamadas, güey.
Yo la vi moverse, güey.
No, Joe. No. No, güey, no mames.
¿Qué fue eso, güey?
No sé.
No mames, güey. No mames.
¿Crees que haya sido ella?
Güey, nos estamos metiendo más adentro del reino mágico. Banda, comparte.
No mames, güey, no mames.
Parece que sus ojos te miran, ¿verdad?
Pareciera, pero no creo, güey. Güey, es que qué pedo, güey. Hola. Tú te moviste. Tú fuiste la que se movió. ¿Es así? No mames, güey.
¿Me voy a acercar tantito?
¿Tú fuiste la que se movió, mujer?
Para grabar sus ojos.
A ver, güey.
Siempre dicen que hay que...
Güey, es que era el vestido también así, güey.
¿Verdad?
Amarillo.
Yo pensaba que era el velador, te lo juro, hermano. Pero
yo también, güey.
Qué bueno que me detuviste.
No, güey, no era el velador, mira. Blancanieves.
Blancanieves.
Ay, güey, dime que no era cierto, güey. No mames, güey.
Qué miedo.
Miren. Pero es que, güey, no creo que haya sido ella, güey, mira. Porque no se puede ni sostener esto, güey. Mira, y aparte está muy rompido todo, mira.
Sí, no, o sea, está hecha de fibra de
No mames, güey.
Pero ella no se puede mover.
Sería ella.
No tiene brazo, además.
Güey, porque yo no miro a nadie más, güey.
Está adentro, ¿verdad?
Buenas. Yo no miro nada, ¿eh? Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, ¿hay alguien ahí? Te dije que adentro nos miraron desde arriba. Se vio una cara.
Hola. Ahora vamos para allá. A no ser que le tengas que decir al vigilante que abra.
Solamente sería la manera. Como venimos con permiso, bueno, estamos con todo el respeto para no romper nada ni... ¿Escuchaste?
¿Hola?
¡Hola! Es adentro.
Sí, pues es adentro.
¿Cómo rayos entró?
¿Hay alguien ahí? Buena. No mames. Verga, perdón. ¿Qué fue eso, güey?
No sé.
Güey, sentí mi mano que me la jalaban para allá.
¿Neta?
Sí, güey.
No mames. Ten cuidado. Vas a prender. No, y están en los cristales, es peligroso.
How on earth could kids ever sleep soundly after visiting a place like that? Just look at the faces on some of those statues. Even at my age, I'd probably end up with nightmares if I so much as glanced at one for a few seconds. It's like those things were designed to haunt you, not inspire you. I got to say, this next video is a bit of a risky spot on this list, as it might just show one scene that isn't so well received usually by the system, but since it's really quick and distorted and I had to also blur it, it won't be harmful, but you will get the message and the whole plot of the clip. I know I'm speaking the language of symbols. It's not really that complicated when you see it, but let me try to pack it up for you. We have an investigator in the middle of the woods. I don't know what exactly his intentions were before he reached this point, but from what I understood, as he was investigating, he received some signals on his device, a device he uses to detect spirits and make communication with them. So the signal he received was indicating that there might be a spirit somewhere towards the direction he was going. He just had to keep on track, and so he did. Then, a terrifying occurrence took place. He began hearing some bone-chilling screams, as if someone was screaming for help out of fear. The screams didn't stop until he reached his destination. It took him a moment to notice it, but he saw some legs hanging between the trees, which sent him running.
Sinyal ko konslet. Aduh. Kemana dah? Bentar teman-teman, nunggu sinyal dulu teman-teman. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ini kayaknya lurus tapi sinyalnya dari situ tadi hilang. Oke, mantap. Sinyal dapat. Aduh. Lurus, sampai lurus teman-teman. Sampai lurus.
Look, I can't really tell if this is okay to be shown or not, because there is nothing clear here, like it can just be someone holding onto a tree branch and his legs are shown hanging. But in reality, we know what the main point of the video is. I don't know if this one was legitimate or not, but we can't really tell. In these situations, it could just really be anything. That's why I want you to subscribe and watch the next video on screen.